Morning, guys. So we'll just look at the alignment variations here, which is in the positioning phase. So I'm going to show you three and discuss a fourth. But first of all, I do actually suggest that you start with supine alignment, which is this one. It's great because you've got the floor here as tactile, also known as touch feedback. So you can see there, I go from this position here where I'm kind of emphasizing the arch, and then we're trying to flatten the back to the floor, squeeze your legs so the legs go as low to the floor as possible, point the toes, reach the fingers towards the outside of the room. So essentially here we're trying to make sure that the torso is flat, okay, the bum is tucked under, the back's flat, and then we're trying to reach the limbs as far as we can towards either corners of the room. And essentially that is what we want in a handstand position. So this is a great place to start to practice the handstand position that we want. Okay, so the next one is going to be your prone alignment. So this would be logically what you'd move on to after supine alignment. You can see you've got more awareness of what flat feels like. So from here, you're actually going to push the wall away like the walls a handstand, like the walls the floor. And then again, we're trying to create as much length as possible while sucking the belly in. Okay, and then trying to flatten the bum. So you can see me squeezing the bum there, trying to flatten it. You can see that my shoulder blades are elevated and upwardly rotated. That's occurring for me pushing into that wall there. Okay, I do actually suggest that you do this against the wall, not just kind of on the floor without a wall. So you get that feeling for what it's like to push into it, because that's what you want for your handstand. Okay, so it's basically the same as the spine line, but flipped in reverse. And then the final one is your standing alignment. Okay, so once you've established good positions in these two, maybe take some videos, cross-reference them with the ones that I've got there for you. And our standing alignment, we create that same position, suck the belly button in, squeeze the bum so it's nice and flat through the back. So it's a nice straight line there. We then reach the arms overhead, extend the wrists, and just take our gaze to the tips of our eyelids between the hands. Okay, so you can see here, set that position, suck the belly button in, flatten the bum, engage your upper abdominals or draw the ribs down. These are all the internal things. And once that's established, just like on the floor, we're then extending the wrists, okay, and looking between the hands there. So I'll just show you from the side again. If I was to just rotate this 180 degrees, then it would be a handstand, right? It would be pretty straight handstand, okay? And that's what we're looking for. So in all these positions, in the supine alignment here, okay, we're looking for that handstand shape. In the prone alignment here, we're looking for that handstand shape. And then in the standing alignment here, we're also looking for that handstand shape. Okay, and you can see, so that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get familiar with that handstand position, get used to tension, get used to the muscles that are required to be engaged for it. Now, obviously, if you're on your front, if you're on your back, if you're standing up, they're all going to be slightly different contractions to when you're in a handstand. Okay, because gravity is acting on you in different ways. This one's probably the most familiar, other than the fact that your feet are bearing you and not your hands. So in your shoulders and your hips, it's going to be completely different, because here your hips are load bearing, whereas in a handstand, your shoulders and hands are load bearing. So it's just like that in reverse. But in terms of what's happening around the midsection, that's going to be the most similar, because it is standing and gravity's not really acting on you at all. So you just need to be able to keep the same position locked in place, keep that nice angle, and then it will obviously stop you from gravity acting on you to pull you down or to pull you over. Okay, the final one is that you can do it hanging as well. So you can do this, but in a hanging position. That way you get that feeling of gravity pulling you down. Obviously, again, it's not the same. Gravity's pulling you down. You're not pushing the floor away like you are in a handstand. But again, it can be a nice one to try and set that alignment and feel that position through the midsection. Okay, and just really get that nice length through the body, let the shoulders relax, and then really get that nice pointed toe and that nice long body. So yeah, hanging is another one you can throw in there as well. But as I said, start with supine, get that down, then you can move into prone, you can do them both together, then you can go into standing, you can do all three together, then you can try hanging, you can do all four together. Then when you come into the session itself, you should be very aware of what that straight handstand position and the tension that's required for it. Enjoy.